Samael, I invoke you.
Ammon, also Ammon, Ammon, Amenhotep, king of the gods of Egypt, patron of the pharaohs. Originally a god of fertility, a local deity of Memphis. Ammon became linked with the sun god Ra through the royal family, becoming Ammon-Ra. Anubis, the jackal-headed god. Anubis can foresee a mortal's destiny and is associated with magic and divination. Anubis supervises the weighing of the soul when the departed are brought to the hall of the dead. Astarte, the Assyro-Babylonian goddess Ishtar, inducted into the Egyptian pantheon and made a daughter of Ammon-Ra, sometimes identified, or confused, which is the same thing, with Isis. Adam, the first of the gods, the self-created. By sheer will, Adam formed himself out of the stagnant waters of none. Adam was bisexual and was sometimes called the great he-she. The Egyptians had two cosmogonies, one taught by the priests at Heliopolis and the other by the priests at Memphis. The priests at Memphis taught that Nun and Adam, together with Adam's children Shu and Tefnut, were aspects or forms of Tah. Bast, also Bastet, the cat-headed goddess, a local deity of the Delta. The kindly goddess of joy, music and dancing. Cats were sacred to Bast, as a symbol of animal passion. Bast's devotees celebrated their lady with processions of flower-laden barges and orgiastic ceremonies. Her festivals were licentious and quite popular. Hathor, a sky goddess, sometimes represented as a woman with cow's horns between which hangs a solar disk, sometimes portrayed as a cow. Hathor concerns herself with beauty, love and marriage, and watches over women giving birth. Mother and wife of Ra, Hathor is also a goddess of death and offers comfort to the newly dead, as they pass into the afterworld. Horus, the falcon-headed god. A complex deity with many aspects. Some of them are, Horus the Elder, a sky god whose eyes are the sun and the moon, continually at war with Set, the god of evil. Horus of the horizon, symbolized by the rising and setting sun. Horus the child, whose frequent depictions, as a baby at the breast of his mother Isis, influenced Christian images of the Madonna and the Christ child. Horus, son of Isis, avenger of Osiris. There were many others. Isis, wife and sister of Osiris. The ancients had nothing against a little divine incest. The ideal wife and mother. Generally a goddess of the home and person rather than of the temple and the priest. After the 26th dynasty, Isis is increasingly portrayed as a nursing mother, and her cult eventually spread throughout the Roman Empire. Mot, goddess of truth and justice. Her symbol is the feather. Mene, god of fertility and sexual potency. An ancient god of pre-dynastic origins. His symbol is the thunderbolt. As orgiastic festivals were held in his honor, Min was quite a popular god. Nun, god of the primal waters. Nun was a mass of stagnant water which filled all the universe. Osiris, at first the god of corn, later the god of the dead. Osiris brought civilization to the Egyptians, teaching them the uses of corn and wine, weaving, sculpture, religion, music and law. Set slew Osiris and dismembered the body, but Osiris' consort, Isis, reassembled the body and brought Osiris back to life. Osiris then retired to the underworld. Osiris is the god of the Nile which rises and falls every year, the god of corn and the vine, which flourish, die, and flourish once more, and the god of the rising and setting sun day. Tah the artificer, the creator god. According to the priests of Memphis, the fount of all creation. God of artisans and artists, designers, builders, architects, masons, metal workers. Tah's consort is Sekhmet, goddess of war. Ra, god of the sun, sometimes identified or considered synonymous with Adam. Ra created man from his tears. At one time Ra became so disgusted with men that he ordered Hathor to kill them all. This Hathor did with such zeal that Ra took pity on men and ordered Hathor to stop. Crazed with blood, Hathor ignored the order, and Ra resorted to chicanery to save humankind. Ra mixed beer with pomegranate juice and left pots of the concoction about the battlefield. Thinking the mixture was blood, Hathor drank it greedily and got too swagged to carry out her mission. Sekhmet, goddess of war and battles, consort of Tah. Hathor took Sekhmet's shape when she made war on men. Sekhmet is usually portrayed as a woman with the head of a lioness, sometimes brandishing a knife in an upraised hand. Set, red of hair and eyes, pale of skin. Set is the god of evil, of drought, of destruction, thunder and storm. Set tore himself from his mother's womb in his hurry to be born. Every month Set attacks and devours the moon, the sanctuary of Osiris and the gathering place of the souls of the recently dead. Thoth, thrice greatest. God of wisdom, music, magic, medicine, astronomy, geometry, surveying, art and writing. Historian, scribe and judge. Thoth's priests claim Thoth was the demiurge who created everything from sound. It was said that Thoth wrote books in which he set forth the fabulous knowledge of magic and incantation, and then concealed them in a crypt. L.